Wonderful. Let's get started. Welcome to everyone to tonight's business launch of Melinda. My name is Madeline Crow. I'm an occupational therapist, and as you can see there on the photo, that's two of my four kids. We live on the Sunshine Coast, and I'm going to share a little bit more about my story later on during this presentation. But I quickly want to introduce you to Melinda. So I had the privilege of meeting Melinda about 2.5 years ago. We met through Christine James, and she's also going to be on the Zoom tonight. She will be sharing her story with us a little bit later on. So Melinda is an amazing person, so passionate about helping people. She's married to Dylan, and they are both keen mountain bikers, and they love getting out and exploring the environment and nature. They also have a fur baby called Patches, and Melinda loves reading a good historical novel and catching up with friends over a cuppa. So Melinda is a registered nurse. She's also a midwife. And as I mentioned, she has a massive passion to change people's lives. She wants them to stay healthy. And as a nurse, she found herself looking for more in the healthcare industry. She wanted to work with people who want to stay well and she wants to help them to stay out of hospital and enjoy a full and vibrant life. Now she's doing exactly that, and she rebranded herself, and now she focuses on helping people with their health. So I'm going to hand over to you, Melinda, and then you can explain to us more about this amazing science that you found and how it's impacting people's lives.
Thank you, Madeline. I really appreciate that beautiful introduction. Thank you for everyone who's come onto the call tonight. It really means a lot to me that you are here. We've got people from Tasmania, from Western Australia, from Queensland, Victoria, New South Wales. I think most states are covered, so that is amazing representation. Thank you so much. Tonight I'm going to share with you about my activation journey. It wasn't a journey that I went looking for, but it's one that found me right when I needed it, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that. I was living in Sydney at the time, and I was working full-time as a midwife and finding myself really struggling with doing night duty, with full-time work, with anxiety that was creeping up on me. I found myself feeling quite brain dead after night duty and brain fog the rest of the time, and I just felt like something was off. Although I would generally consider myself to be a pretty healthy person. I don't take drugs or do any particular medication. I just find that I just felt in myself that something wasn't quite right. And I moved at the beginning of 2017 to the Gold Coast, where my husband-to-be was Dylan. And I'm quickly going to show you a photo now because it'll show you some pictures of Dylan. See if I can do this. There we go. Here we are. Here's Dylan in the middle. And we got married at the end of 2017 after about a 5-month engagement. And during that time, I was working casually and still having the same issues that I had in Sydney. And I got a phone call from a beautiful friend by the name of Christine, who you're going to hear about shortly. And she was telling me all about her daughter Sarah and how well Sarah was doing with her health and being on this product. And I thought, oh, that's nice, but I don't have this problem. So I'll just say that's great. And so from there, I heard about it again a few months later when Christine contacted me again and said, would you like to be added to a Facebook group? And I thought, okay, sure. So I got added to this group, and as I was reading stories, I found myself thinking, well, if this is as good as they say it is, I need to try it. I need to know for myself. And as I tried it, I noticed within about the first week, I was sleeping so much better. My energy was going up as the days went by. And by about the third week, I noticed how much brighter my mind felt. It was like the brain fog had dissipated, and I felt myself feeling so much happier. Up until that point, I'd said to so many people, or maybe I just felt like I said to so many people, I need a holiday, I need a holiday. And then as I started these products, I was like, I'm fine. I don't need a holiday. We're all good. So taking this product for me has been really a game changer. In that first month, I said, right, that's it. I need to keep taking this. And I got my husband a bottle, and he hasn't looked back either. And so we've both been on this now for about 2.5 years, and his immune system is stronger. My immune system is stronger. Overall sense of well-being is just so much healthier. And I just know how much better my ability to do night duty, ability to exercise and recover post-exercise as well. Overall, overall, I just feel like life is just heaps better. So you can see in that photo there that I've got my helmet on down the bottom. That's me outside in Tassie enjoying a mountain bike when I was living down there. And that you can also see Patches there as well. She's been a recent addition to our family in the last year. But yeah, these are the amazing people that I've met through this amazing company. And I'm incredibly grateful for that, because this is a representation of my journey in being able to help people through this product. I'm just thinking also about mountain biking. I found that when I was 16 to 18, I was heavily into mountain biking. Well, not really mountain biking, but lots of ups and downs the mountains, just generally asphalt. And I found myself really getting fatigued and I couldn't keep going. I had to cut back. And I remember feeling really quite devastated that I had to cut back on my road riding, we'll call it that, because I just didn't have the energy to ride. My legs were too fatigued. And over the next 10 years, that really didn't get any better. And so I found myself looking for different things, but nothing really ever seemed to fix it. And then I came across these products, started taking them, and you have to understand, I'm very skeptical. I was like, well, if this works, I'm not going to tell anyone unless it's actually going to work, because I don't want anyone to know. And so as I'm taking this product, I realized that was one of the benefits of this product. My legs were started to improve and I got faster times on the bike. So that was quite a new idea to me. I didn't expect that at all. So for me, it was about an incredible result from a product that I didn't really know much about. I just knew that it worked. And the bottom line is, what is this product and what is it all about? Here you can see a photo of a guy by the name of John Quinones. In 2005, he did a ABC primetime investigation in the US to try and see if this product that I took was actually legit. He wanted to know for himself. And 15 years down the track, in 2020, he is still taking it and getting incredible results. So of course, this particular product, Protandim NRF2, activates the NRF2 pathway in the cell. And many companies have actually done their own research into this, from the American Heart Foundation to Harvard University. They've done their own funded research to see what NRF2 does and what this product in particular does. So I knew that this product it worked for me because I used it, but I needed to know and understand more about how it worked. And this is what I found out. So oxidative stress, it's oxidative stress that's getting in our cells, and NRF2 reduces oxidative stress. The only thing is I didn't know much about what oxidative stress was in NRF2. I had basically no idea. So as you can see here, this is a picture of an apple. And this apple represents what's happening in our cells when we have oxidative stress. You can see that there's a healthy apple, and over time it's exposed to the environment and it turns brown and ages, the same thing that happens in our cells. And so just like when you're trying to work in a dirty kitchen, over time the cells build up with oxidative stress and struggle to work properly. And this leads to potential health problems and premature aging. So they did a study in the US to show that NRF2 reduced oxidative stress by 40% in the first 30 days. And knowing this, I thought to myself, I need to give my body the best opportunity at healthy aging. So I'm going to keep taking this product. And that's exactly what I did. This man here, his name is Dr. Joe McCord, and he was one of the scientists that was involved in the invention of this product called Protandim. Dr. Joe McCord actually won a prestigious medal in 1997 for his discovery of SOD, which is an amazing thing as well as what we're talking about here. So the Elliott Cresser Medal is awarded to scientists and inventors such as Henry Ford, Dr. Alexander Graham Bell, the Wright brothers, Pierre and Marie Curie. They've all been given this medal. So I knew I was taking the right product. What does oxidative stress, what's it caused from? I'd only ever heard about oxidative stress and didn't know much about what it did, but I didn't realize after doing some research that with people who are highly athletic, they often suffer from high levels of oxidative stress. So their oxidative stress levels are higher than someone who doesn't exercise. So as you can see here, technology, pesticides, microwaves, breathing, environment and water, all these things contribute to oxidative stress in our cells. And I realized I had to do something to combat this particular thing. So what did I decide to do? Instead of supplementing, I decided to take a product that was going to flip the switch in my cells and help my body to do what it used to do when it was younger. And this is what we do with NRF2. We have the power to turn on the good genes and turn off the bad genes. This is also what I decided to take. You've got the ProBio there, the NRF2 and the NRF1. And I'm just going to briefly talk about what each one of those things are, just to give you a brief overview. Protandim NRF2 Synergizer. This product is designed to reduce oxidative stress, and they do this through the use of 5 herbs in synergy that all work really well together. So you've got turmeric, milk thistle, ashwagandha, bacopa and green tea. And you can see on the right that you've got that graph which shows that all of the 5 together, but when you put them in synergy together, so they individually are down really low and then together on the right, they're really quite high. And that's because they work 18 times better together than on their own. Protandim activates your body to create millions of antioxidants per tablet. Rather than trying to take lots and lots of oranges or vitamin C, this actually helps your body to do what it's naturally designed to do, rather than supplementing. It also increases glutathione by 300%, which is massive. And glutathione is a master antioxidant, and we need that for recovery from exercise and for our immune system. There's 13 patents protecting the duplication of this formula. So it's pretty important to us that we look after this as a formula. So don't take our word for it. I encourage you to go to the PubMed and have a look at what doctors and scientists go to for their information. We have 26 peer-reviewed studies on PubMed with a total of 31 scientific studies. And studies have been conducted by some of the world's most respected research institutions to support our claims. So you've got Harvard University, American Heart Association, University of Florida, National Institute of Health, Washington State University. And interestingly enough, Washington State University actually said that the health effects of NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's pretty amazing to me. The second product that I take is called the Protandim NRF1, and this is designed to increase cellular energy while slowing down the aging process. And I'm all for that. It improves sleep quality and cellular repair and supports cognitive and brain health. And it's great because it improves our cellular health and helps our cells to function at peak performance. And I've really loved taking this product. It's been really excellent for my recovery from sport as well. So just like the NRF2, you've also got the 5 ingredients there that go into making it as a synergy as well, which is why it's called the NRF1 Synergizer. This is what they look like together. And the third thing I take, which I absolutely love for my gut, is called ProBio, which is a vegan capsule. It's actually Australian technology. I'm very proud of that. It takes 52 minutes for it to be broken down in the stomach. And that means that it's passing the acid of the stomach and getting to where it needs to in the small intestine. And that means more bacteria gets to where it needs to go. We have in this product 6 billion CFUs and only clinically tested high quality strains of what's being used. One of the great things I love about this is that they use beta glucan, which is very important for our immune system, because then as the immune system recognizes it and tries to get rid of it, instead it actually goes and supports the immune system. It's a very cool technology. The other great thing I love about this is the variability of ways you can use to take this various places. So the cooling bottle has a desiccant packaging. You don't have to refrigerate it. It withstands heat and humidity. I just love that because it means I don't have to refrigerate it. Now, some people on here tonight will be interested in the True Science skin and hair care range. I was very much like, well, I don't know how this is going to go for my skin, but I absolutely love it. been the best decision I've made for my skincare in years. As you can see also with the hair care, we've had some great results with that. And in 2019, the True Science Hair Care actually won an award for in the Stevie awards. Pretty cool. So just to give you a summary of our results, this is what we are saying that's backed by science, that it improves sleep, improves vitality, increases energy, gives better memory and focus, healthier hair, skin and nails, gut health. I mean, our gut is our second brain. We need a healthy gut, and our anti-aging of our cells. Now, tonight we have on with us a beautiful lady by the name of Christine James. And Christine and I have known each other through my mum, who's on here tonight. Thanks, Mum. We've known each other for probably a bit over 3 years. Yeah, that'd be about right. And Christine is a beautiful lady who is mum to Sarah, who you can see in that photo. She is an entrepreneur, which she never expected to be, which is amazing, and I'm so glad she did, and lives in the Northern Rivers region of New South Wales. I've been very blessed to be a part of this woman's life. She is just the most beautiful woman. So Christine was looking for a way to help Sarah, her daughter, and ended up not only helping Sarah, but helping so many others with their health. And I'd like to invite you to come on, Christine, and briefly share your story. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you, Melinda. I really appreciate such a lovely introduction. I'm so honoured to be on tonight, and just so grateful that we met, and I'd love to share how we met, Melinda, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Melinda's mum, Gwenda, which is on here tonight as well. I knew her through church and also through the school where she works at. And I happened to be in a health food store looking for something, and that was when we were living in Brisbane. And Gwenda and myself, we just had a bit of a chat, and she said, oh, there's my daughter, Melinda, just up from Sydney. And I just sort of chatted with her. We just got on really well, but I was having a very difficult day that particular day. And it was due to my beautiful girl, Sarah, who now is 12 years old, but at the time she was nearly 9 years old. And I just had a lot of difficult days with her. She's had a lot of behavioural issues. So basically from the day she was born, she was just not settling. We would go to see many medical doctors to try and help her to sleep better. She had frequent night waking. She had lots of behavioural issues. She couldn't go to school. It was a very, very, very difficult time for me. The worst time for me was when Sarah would cry up to about an hour at times. And my heart was just breaking. And I went, what can I do for my baby? So I would just search for another medical practitioner or naturopath, and I often would go to health food stores to buy something that would be maybe gluten-free or dairy-free, or just something to help her have a better life. And that's how I met basically Melinda, and I was just having a very difficult day, and I was just in tears and crying, and it was just amazing. That's how we first met. But as my search continued, I ended up meeting Madeline, who's also on this call tonight, and I was sharing again with her the story about how my heart was breaking, my child wasn't getting any better. We tried many, many products, spent thousands and thousands of dollars on helping her have a more normal life. And Madeline goes, it's oxidative stress. And I went, okay, I don't know what it means. And so she told me again a few months later. She said again the same thing when I was having a difficult time sharing about my daughter's story. She showed me a video. I went to her home. She had a bottle there, and I said, well, I've tried everything else. What have I got to lose? So I bought it right there and then. The next day, we were moving from Queensland to New South Wales, and I already started to give her a third of a tablet at that time, and I already noticed that she was calmer, which I was very surprised. Being strapped in the car for so many hours, traveling like about 4 hours or so, she was doing really well. I was amazed. And so from there on in, our lives continue changed. So Sarah has been having a third of a tablet every day, and it's changed her life. She sleeps better now at night. She has never ever cried like she used to. She has just blossomed. She's now 12 years of age. She has completely changed. It's changed her life completely. She has been going to school for about 1.5 years, but she decided that she did want to go back to homeschooling because she loved being at home. And obviously there's a lot of advantages between going to school and homeschooling, but she preferred to be at home, which she's doing really, really well. So it's changed her life immensely. And because I tried a lot of products on her, I tried them on myself as well. Often when we would start a product, so I tried Protandim on the same day as she did. And I noticed a big difference. The first few days, I was calmer. I started to sleep better. My shoulder pains went, and I went, this is incredible. There's got to be someone out there that needs this product like we are. I feel like it's been an answer to prayer that helped my baby so much. And now, 3 years on being with this company, we have had such a life change happening for us, and we've been able to help other people. And I'm just so happy that it's helped Melinda, and she's helping many people. And I'm just so excited that it's changing so many people's lives. And I really appreciate you listening to my story tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. That was really beautiful to hear that. And thank you so much for sharing your story. It means a lot to me to be able to watch both of your stories as you're journeying with activation. It's really beautiful. I'd now like to invite Madeline to come on and share with us her story. And it's my pleasure to introduce Madeline, because without Madeline, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be sharing with you and feeling as good as I do, and particularly without Christine as well. Madeline lives on the Sunshine Coast, and she is a mum of 4. And she's also an occupational therapist and someone who lives life to the fullest. The kind of person that has a dream and goes out and achieves it. So Madeline, I'd like to hand it over to you to tell us a bit about this company and your story.
Thank you so much, Melinda. I've got a story too. I had a massive change in my health. And I guess when I came across this science, the lady that introduced me, at that stage, I was really struggling with fatigue and not sleeping really well, spending time in bed, but not waking up refreshed. And I remember her coming to me and she said, this is going to make you feel better, sleep better. And my initial thought was, been there, done that, because we were really healthy. We were completely vegan for a really long time. My husband is a triathlete and we've tried it all. And I started to use these products, and within 2 days, and this is different for every single person, and we do not claim to heal, cure, prevent, mitigate any disease, but when you understand the science of switching on those good genes, then it makes sense that you are going to feel better. So on the second day, I started to feel better, and my initial reaction as a healthcare professional was, why didn't anyone previously tell me about NRF2 and oxidative stress? I think everyone needs to know about this. So I was thinking about all the people that I could tell about this and people whose lives I could impact. And I started this as a business. I aligned myself with this company. And ever since, it has been one of the most incredible journeys of my life. I've met so many incredible people like Melinda. I've met her through Christine, and I've been on a couple of trips with this company. I've met people, really credible people like cardiologists and neuroradiologists and pediatricians who all align themselves with this company. So you don't have to be a healthcare professional to be a part of this. You just need to have an eager desire to change people's lives. So when I came across this, I was in private practice for many, many years. I had my own medico-legal private practice. I specialized in pain management. And I guess for me, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I had massive, massive dreams. And a lot of my friends would tease me and they would tell me that I'm completely crazy, that I would never get there. And if you tell me that I can't do it, then I will show you that I can. But I got to a point around the age of 35 where I felt I got it all. I had the private practice and I had the financial security, but I didn't feel like I had a life. I was feeling like I was working all day long, missing fun, missing time with my kids. And I was looking for something else. I wanted to get out of the rat race. I tell everyone, even if you are the winner in the rat race, you're still a rat. And I was looking for something more. a platform where I could really grow my wings and impact so many more people. So that's my story. Melinda, if you can flick over to the next slide, I can tell more about the company. So this company started in 2003 in America. They sold all of these amazing products in general healthcare stores. And then in 2005, that photo that Melinda showed at the start, the ABC Primetime Investigative Report, they got word that this was potentially an amazing medical breakthrough, and they actually wanted to debunk the science. So ABC Primetime is like a current affair, and the presenter, Jim Canoni, he went in front of the cameras, he swallowed one of these tablets. What happened was, after 2 weeks, his oxidative stress was reduced by 45%, and after 4 weeks, it was reduced by 70%. When that investigative report hit the media, we had so many universities, incredible institutions coming to the company and saying, can we please do studies on your product? And that's why we currently have 31 studies, 26 are on PubMed.gov. And you can go and you can research the science for yourself. If you have never seen the ABC Investigative Report, please ask Melinda to send that to you. It is absolutely incredible. So all of the studies, and this really amazed me, were done by those incredible universities like the Institute of Health, the American Heart Association, Washington State, Colorado, Louisiana State. So the company didn't pay for that. All of those universities paid for that. And all of this sits in the space of nutrigenomics. And I can tell you honestly, nutrigenomics is the future of health. It's where you use nutrition and you can switch on the good genes in your body. And this is not supplementation. Supplementation happens when you take more. You supplement. You don't have enough, and now you need to take more, like B12, zinc, iron. This is activation. So you are literally switching on those good pathways. So LifeVantage is still in the pioneering phase. When I started 3 years ago, we were operating in 9 countries. We are now in 20 countries. And I can tell you this is just the start. Something else that is really significant is this company is publicly traded. They are listed on the NASDAQ. So completely transparent. They've got a board of directors. And as you can see on that slide, Erin Brockovich joined this board last year. She's the first female member. And as you will know, she's a real advocate for health and for biohacking. Biohacking is taking control of your own biology. And she said, this is a company I have admired at arm's length for some time. It is a company with strong momentum, not just in the US, but globally. In today's world, actively managing our health has never been so vital. And I think everyone with what's been happening in the world now knows that we need to biohack. We need to take control of our own biology. And what a better way to just open a bottle and swallow one of these tablets. It's so easy. Thank you, Melinda. So as I mentioned, the company is currently trading in 20 countries. We are in North America, Canada, in Mexico, most of Europe, in Thailand, Taiwan, China, in Australia, and we also opened at the end of last year in New Zealand. So if you know anyone in any of those countries, you can reach out to them and you can share this with them. So the business model that you use is basically social sharing. So it's, for instance, when you go to the movies or you read a great book and you share that with your friends. If you have an amazing recipe and you share that with your friends, that is what we are doing. The beauty of this is that you can do it from your home as long as you have a phone or a laptop. And you have a virtual office, you don't have all of those overheads. And for me, that was really attractive because for many, many years, I spent so many hours and a lot of extra money in my business, in the marketing, renting, office space. And with this business, you literally don't have to do that. As I mentioned, you get a personalized online store and you can just refer people to that online store and then they order the products and the warehouse will ship all of those products over to your customers. So from your end, really flexible and so easy to manage. And this is a way that you can build a legacy for your family. So we know that life is not all about money, but when you do have money, you've got more options and you've got many more options to impact people So on the right hand side of that screen, all of those price figures are in US dollars. That is the income disclosure that is listed, that is produced by the NASDAQ. So as you can see, if you want to earn $600, that's basically the income of the Pro 3 level. I'm in that third column. Pro 5, average income 3,000. Pro 7, 12,000. So you can literally work to a place where you can replace your income. It is a job. You are going to have to work your business, but it is absolutely rewarding. And I know we've got a cardiologist in America. He worked this business until he hit the level of Pro 9, and then he resigned as a cardiologist, and he said, I can reach many more people with this business, with these products, with this business model than I ever could as a cardiologist. And he's now at home and he's working on the next project where he wants to specialize in preventative health. So it's an amazing business model where you can reach people and you can give back to the community. Thank you, Melinda. So if you're sitting there and you may be thinking, how do I get started? You can start today and you can activate your health with this amazing product and science that Washington State University said is potentially the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of medicine. You can start as a customer on any of those products. Amazing. We don't have any fees that you need to pay to join, and monthly subscription orders are your choice. Or you may be listening to this and you may be thinking, oh my goodness, I want to join this movement. I want to biohack myself and I want to share this amazing news with other people. We would be more than welcome to welcome you into our tribe, and we will show you the way. So you don't have to figure this out on your own. That was one of the big things. When I started, I was working full time. I had 4 kids and I was thinking, how am I ever going to do this? We've got systems. It's amazing systems. It's basically like buying a franchise. You just plug yourself into the system and it's all there. We've got the training. So we are going to help you to launch your business, to learn all the systems, and then eventually develop you into being a leader. So I thank you so much for your time. And Melinda, I'm going to hand back to you. Anyone who are interested in getting started on this product, please go back to Melinda and she can direct you into the right way to get the information. Thanks, Melinda.
Wow, thank you so much, Madeline. I really appreciate you sharing your story and about the business as well. I 100% agree with you about what you've said. And as a thank you for being on here tonight, because it really means a lot to me that you are here. Each individual person here is a special part of my life. And if you haven't started yet and you're thinking about starting or you'd like to start, I'd like to say thank you by giving you a discount in the next week. If you'd like to start over the next 7 days, I would like to give you $20 off your order when you order on a subscription. There's very minimal risk. The question is, why not? So tonight, as you consider this, you might have some questions that you want answered before you start. I'm happy to have a chat with you before doing that. I will be in contact with you tomorrow if possible. And what I'm going to do now is stop the recording so that we can do a session for Q&A if you have any questions. So thank you once again to everyone that's been on here tonight to share their stories, and to those who have been here to listen. I really appreciate you.